Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 355. We are coming to you live from somewhere, nowhere. What we are going over today is we had a great event tonight with, oh my gosh, Uniswap, Polygon, Zerion Wallet, Castle, and Privy. And so we're going to showcase who those people are, and we're going to talk about a little bit what's going on in the world of DeFi today. So it was a really, really good meeting tonight with them. So we got to sort of see what they have building out, what they are, a lot of it was sort of, I guess you could say, not insider pieces, because they were sort of talking about, what they do as a whole and how they see that going. And so there was a lot of cool stuff going on there with the aspects of what these wallets are looking for and how they're looking to approach users. There wasn't a lot of talk on the UI side of things. It was more of a UX talk. Everyone knew each other, obviously, because they all, use each other in different ways. But what was sort of cool was sort of the talk on second favorite wallet. One of the new wallets that is really coming up is Unibot wallet. That is the wallet inside Telegram. And so, one of the other wallets that I use as well is Hey Wallet. Hey Wallet is a Twitter wallet, actually, built on Solana. And so I got to ask some questions, just because they opened the door on things. There was some recognition from Uniswap on one of their most OG tokens, and then no comment based on, and that's because they are a C corp here in the United States, and I can understand that. Doesn't mean I like it, but it's very interesting. But one of the things that they do is, they're like, well, we are decentralized in the aspect of all the contracts are still live. So, we just sort of keep the front of our shop clean to keep up appearances for others. And so the way, it was a no comment, and it was handled really delicately, and there was a, good conversation afterwards. Obviously not being able to say stuff on camera, is one thing. And so I do see that growing out. And so there's a lot of cool things. So we're going to be posting up that video shortly, and that will go out. So it will, this was my first time to Station 3 here in New York. I think they're sort of managing it under the same idea. What's the word? Like Station F out of Paris. So it's like a WeWorks, but it's really cool because it's all Web3 businesses. And so it's like a WeWorks. I think I saw maybe like 30, 40 offices. All of them are little DeFi projects, like Satoshi's Closet. Primary had, was the main office space holder. There was a bunch of different artists. There was some NFC / clothing line stuff. There was just a lot of cool projects there, and was invited to come and be part of that. I might end up taking them up on that offer, but at the same time, it's one of those things where I might not be around. I'm going to be hitting the road this week. We're going to be hitting Denver, Dallas, possibly Arizona, LA, back to Austin. We'll be at Permissionless, followed by possibly Breathe, then Masari Mainnet in New York, followed by ETH Global. So a lot of cool stuff building out, and getting ready for a lot of cool builders and projects. And so we're going to see a lot of cool things. So one of the things I wanted to just sort of showcase tonight, as I go through these, just so you can have them and who I'm talking about. Obviously, I got to rearrange my screen. So first off, I want to, you know, like I said, in the other day, yesterday's stream, you know, I got a shout out to, obviously my entire Twitter family. I got a shout out to 0x Degens, YouTube, fam, Player One Tacos, YouTube. That's me. And then also, LinkedIn, huge shout out to LinkedIn. And as well as Telegram. And then at the same time, we've been streaming a lot on Xenon because it's on chain. A new protocol that we just found is unlonely.app. And there's been some really, you know, really cool to sort of meet that community, and come in on that. And so there's going to be some fun stuff going on that. Being able to produce content, and have it be on chain, is a game changer, you know. So it's really cool to see, and we get to have a little bit of fun with all of this. So you know, I want to thank everyone for joining us on this journey as we're doing this, because it's the fun, you know. And so we get to do a lot of different things, and we hope that you get to join us. So what we're going to do here, we're going to show you, as always, our screen, so you can sort of see what we are seeing. And boom. So, you know, as always, I wanted to sort of start off from, you know, where we go through in Twitter. You know, and so first off, I wanted to talk about Privy. And we're going to showcase their Twitter. So they're privacy based, and what they're looking at is more on how to onboard more people. So they're more of an aspect towards projects that are looking to provide wallets for users to onboard with, and so they are about account abstraction, and so, and how that wallet can then connect with a lot of different aspects. And so there's a lot of cool stuff building out on that. So be on the lookout for them. There's some really cool stuff going on there, and really excited to see where they're at. So you know, building cool stuff. And you know, so we're going to see a lot of cool stuff with Privy. The other one that, you know, obviously we saw was that we talked with was Xerion. And so Xerion, a good mobile wallet as well. And so they started off as a portfolio tracker. And what they have, you know, lined up, you know, is some different aspects within that. So we had Castle Wallet, Soul Wallet, and Xerion, and Uniswap. So Xerion, you know, was a great spot tonight to hang out. And so got to ask a lot of cool questions, and really big shout out to Station 3 for hosting that. And you know, we got to see some really cool things moving up. One of the things that Xerion really does really well, that I like about it, is a portfolio aspect. And so we are going to sort of showcase them as well. And the reason why, you know, just, you know, I want to give you guys more options, more ideas, and a different way of looking at things, so that you can make choices. You know, sidewise, I did talk about like Rabby Wallet, as well as like Nova Wallet, and you know, Castle, you know, really loves you know, Rabby Wallet. Nova was a new wallet for them, and because I asked sort of on the side, what about the redheaded stepchild, Polkadot? You know, everyone loves it, but no one wants to, you know, no one wants to interact on it, because, you know, Polkadot JS is a nightmare to use. And so we got to sort of talk about that a little bit and had a little bit of fun, so I just want to do a huge shout out to all of those that came on and spoke tonight, because they, Abby was really great MC tonight. Did a really good job talking about what's going on at Zerion, and what does the future look like. And so looking at different ways that people are able to interact and have, you know, to quote Uniswap, first principles in play, without even knowing that first principles are at play, is really good for onboarding new people, making it as simple and safe as possible. And so I just want to do, Uniswap might be getting a lot of shit right now because of people's view on what they're doing with Hex and, in the past with other tokens. But once again, it's just a front end thing. It sort of sucks, but we see this a lot. And so I just want to, they did a great job. And so the other piece that we're going to have is we're going to talk about, Soul Wallet. And so they are doing a account abstraction wallet. So some really cool stuff there. And so they really, so Castle is their back player. They're doing a ton of API calls. And what is really cool with all of that is how, as they look to allow people to add their own chains and RPCs to follow some really cool stuff there. And so, once again, this is just, from stuff that I have found that I really like what they're building out. And, when people are, talking about the safety side and the security side for not just those that have been in DeFi for a minute, but those that are coming and looking at the next thing on it, those people should be shouted from the rooftops. There is not going to be one wallet to rule them all. I wish there was. I did a count tonight. Do you know how many different apps I have for Web3 wallets and accounts? I have 118 different apps, that I have one or two wallets loaded into, because I have to interact with different protocols on different chains, and these wallets are the only way to do so. And so it can be hard to see this, but we get to see a lot of cool things being built because devs are building really amazing things. So I just want to, talk about those real quick. And so we talked about Zerion, we talked about Soul and Castle, we talked about Privy. And lastly, as always, we wanted to talk about Uniswap. I do want to do a quick shout out to everyone on Lonely, as well as Xenon, and to the entire YouTube family. Like, subscribe, comment, and all of that to prove that you're human, or get your eyeball scanned. I don't know. We're going to have a cool video out tonight where for 30 seconds they talk about WorldCoin and getting your eyeball scanned. So my question is, should I go get my eyeball scanned? I don't know. Should I? Maybe we should. But maybe we won't. Who knows? So lastly, obviously we're going to talk about Uniswap and, Uniswap's wallet. And so Uniswap has been building cool stuff, and they continue to build cool stuff. And I really like, what this wallet will do. You'll see in my video with them is that I ask, when Android, and obviously they know that is a big thing. They're building in React so that they're able to not only to be able to address that issue directly. Once you see this video, you'll see that it is a lot of dev talk. And so if you have any questions on it, please feel free to ask. It's really interesting to see what these projects talk about, and how they're building DeFi out. It was really cool to sort of talk about, the privacy piece of like Railgun, and off-chain, on-chain trading. We're going to be starting to see that more on layer threes, and I don't mean to scare you, but layer fours, where this is where people will be able to trade super fast, for either gasless, and it's still technically on chain. That settlement and final layer, processes in batches, which then process in larger batches, so it's super cheap. And we'll see this as both security chains, I guess you could say, as well as that fast paced move that people want, because account finalization is always a big thing for people. So it's really interesting to see. And so we're just really excited. We're going to be, getting that out shortly. So I do want you guys to be able to check in on that. So we're going to end tonight. We're going to do tonight pretty quick, as we're just sort of talking about that. Me personally, like I said, outside, I use MetaMask, but I also, my favorite wallet is Nova Wallet. Let's see if we can find that. There it is. And so Nova Wallet allows me to do everything on Polkadot I need to. All of the EVM chains within Polkadot, and then all of the Kusama and XEM chains as well. So really enjoying that. But one of the things I love most about Nova Wallet is that it allows me to vote on all of the proposals in front of all of the Polkadot ecosystems and vote on the crowd loans. When I was asked tonight, about what I would love to see in the new Uniswap wallet once it comes to Android, or eventual growth, I straight up said on-chain governance within the app. Do you want more participation? Make it easy for everyone, making the UI that reads that. And so the reason why I believe in that is I think people want to participate in these protocols, in these votes. They want to be part of the governance, but some of these UIs are so horrible. Like, it's so horrible to read through it and be part of it, and it's just really hard. And so I think if we make it really easy for people to vote and read what their vote is supposed to do, we'll see more participation, and that actually might drive more chain use as well, because if you have two different chains, and one chain, you can have the same value on either chain, but one chain you get to have an easier way of having a voice on that chain and the growth of it. Which chain would you choose? So that's a question that would love to hear your thoughts on. Because it's one of those things, when you know. If you don't know, do you really know? And that is the dumbest saying ever on the face of the planet. I am so sorry I said that. So please forgive me. But as always, we're getting ready. We're going to be leaving and be on the road this week. So we're going to be heading out, I think, Friday. I think we're hitting the road. So this is going to be a fun time. We'll be in Denver on Sunday. And we're going to be prepping for episode 365, which then makes us have to prep for episode 366. So we'll see what we can do, if we can bring some cool people on. But really, for the people that come and hang out and be part of the conversation, I would love to know what you want to talk about, and or who would you like me to bring up and talk with. So just remember, as always, we might not do our own research, but just be safe, We talked about wallet safety the other day. So, as we were dealing with a scammer live on the stream, like I said, that was fun for me, but that could be dangerous for you. Um, heck, I could have gotten wrecked, you know? Um, so just be careful, please. And we will see you on the flip side. So as always, as we end every episode, we end with two things. My two favorite things: the words of wisdom, final thoughts, and the best, worst knock knock joke on the face of the planet. And so, as always, my final thoughts. Well, my final thoughts are: there isn't one wallet to rule them all, but there are many wallets for you to figure out which protocols you want to play with, and having access to your funds. So one of the things that I do is have a hot wallet, and that hot wallet I will put into any wallet app to try out, so I can see and interact rather than having to transfer some stuff. I am a little curious on, and you know I'm a little safer on, but there's amazing apps out there, and people are building new things all the time. So I want you to just be careful on that and see what's building out there. And so, as always, we end with our words of wisdom, which is: a closed mouth cannot be fed. You cannot feed a closed mouth, which means that if you ever, no one knows you're looking for opportunity unless you say something. And if opportunity does come and you do not answer, it's going to keep on walking. So don't say you're going to do something and don't do it. And just make sure that you're having a blast. That is what this is. Yes, we are trying to change our futures, our families' futures, those we care about's futures. So sometimes take it slow, but try to get up to some events around you. Hit up Eventbrite, hit up Luma, hit up Meetup, and find the DeFi junkies around you. You'll always find them, and find like-minded individuals to expand your brain or expand someone else's. And so with that, we end with the greatest, worst knock-knock joke on the face of the planet. This is how we end every single episode. Love it, hate it, take it. It's going to happen anyways. We do this in honor of those that came after us and those that will come before us. And so with that, we say, knock, knock. Who's there?